Hey everybody, it's another episode of Jammed Up with Jelly here. I am Jelly, here with a very special guest. We have Manu. He is the founder of the social media company Infotick and the author of the book Eat Mushrooms and Die. He's a very nice guy, just meeting him for the first time here. So Manu, how about you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hey Jelly, thanks for having me on. So basically, I graduated from uni about 7 months ago now, and I was dropped into this world of just AI and confusion, social media and everything, and just confused in the direction of what I want to be doing. I used to be a social media manager myself. I used to make advertisements for AI girlfriends.
I've
So
seen
that was an
those.
interesting part. Yeah. Moment, if you ever heard of that. I think it's shut down now. So that was a point in my life where I basically got addicted to social media just because I had to stay on top of the trends, the trending audios, any kind of things that we can get on, any kind of trends we could hop onto and get viral. So I was spending like 4 to 5 hours just scrolling through social media. And as I
It
saw around
happens.
me, it wasn't just me because I was justifying it for work, but a lot of people around me were just using it because they had to pass time. And more, I realized that the social media is getting filled with all this fake news and these AI generated content, these
Oh, yeah,
influencer stuff,
nonsense.
and not really any value in it anymore. So that basically gave me the idea to build Infotick. So it's kind of like a filter on your social media reels, like TikTok and Instagram reels. So you get really good fact check content, infotainment content, content that is more educational in some aspect and still kind of fun to watch. Because I feel like that's where learning is going for our generation, especially like because we can't just read a book. We need to also be entertained in some way. And short form videos is where everything's at right now.
Oh, definitely. It's the biggest format of anything. Like just like you were saying,
Yeah.
like you can doom scroll for hours on end. Like I've been a victim of it. You sit there and you go, "All right, I'm gonna watch like one more clip, and then I'm gonna go do the thing that I need to do and be productive." And you just keep scrolling
Yeah.
because you're like, "Ah, that one was shit. That one was shit."
Yeah. You don't know if you've lost 5 minutes or an hour to just scrolling. Time just flies.
Oh yeah. That like, how do you get like? So you said you kind of fact check it. Like, how do you do that? Because I feel like nowadays that's almost impossible with the way that there's almost like bait videos where it looks like it's going to be informative, but it's just nonsense or fake information that's specifically for that to kind of troll people. How?
Yeah, so the one thing that we do on our platform is you just can't upload videos. We have like a Twitter kind of feed where you can post comments, but the video aspect is always gonna be really like measured. We don't want a billion videos on our platform. We want 1,000 really good curated videos. So the only way we actually even in like approach someone to ask if their videos want to be on our platform is first a community votes on it. So we have polls on our Discord, so anyone can vote on it, and the creators with the highest view count will their videos will get introduced onto Infotick. And it's not just all of their videos too, because we do have a verification process. So if some of the videos are just like random gimmick videos, then obviously those kind of videos don't get through our AI filters and the human verification process. So we try to keep a small number of videos, but good quality videos.
Yeah, so you have a pretty solid vetting process to stop nonsense from getting through.
Yeah. And we're using AI for that, but hopefully we're using AI in a productive way, but that other companies are not.
Yeah, it can be interesting. I actually have an interview with an AI web designer very soon, and that's going to be interesting
Mm.
to learn more about that aspect. But the AI is honestly pretty scary. Some of the things that it's capable of doing. I'm not talking about scary as in take over the world scary, but scary as it's making a tool that is so easy to use that people don't really need too much skill to use it. But the people who are skilled in it can make some ridiculous things.
Yeah, that's true. And it also feels like at this day and age, if you're not utilizing AI, you're basically at a disadvantage to anybody else. Even when it comes to like maybe editing this podcast later, if you're not using some kind of AI tools, yeah, it's going to take you hours more than if you didn't.
100%. The thing I use does have an AI tool that transcribes the entire video for me.
Yep.
So it writes a script for me so I can cut right to where I want to. I remember this conversation, make a mark. It's fantastic. But oh, that's funny. So like, what really got you into the AI? Was it getting it? Was it just sick of seeing the nonsense, or
Yeah, actually, but I actually did a little bit of research too. So the first thing I did, I didn't want to create a new application, so I just deleted I mean, didn't delete it. I created a new Instagram account and I started following all the creators that I wanted to watch, TED Talks, Kurt Desart, Jimmy Moso, those kind of creators. And for the first 5, 10 minutes, it was amazing. Like it was exactly what imagined my app to be. But then the algorithm takes hold and it starts showing me skateboarding videos and cat videos and stuff like that, which grabs my attention. And soon my feed had changed from stuff that I actually wanted to watch to stuff that was entertaining to watch. So I think that the algorithms of these other companies, since they're just made to like get you hooked on the platform, it doesn't really show as much good quality videos, even though they exist on the platform. They just try to push these short form videos that grab your attention more than anything else.
yeah, it's predatorial too. They come
Yeah,
right in and take up your algorithm. Cause you'll just be swinging through some of them and you'll get some nonsense and you go by past it and then that means that you technically watched that thing. So then they're gonna add more down the
yeah,
line. So the scrolling
yeah.
adds to the bad algorithm.
Yep.
But like speaking of that, what's your YouTube algorithm looking like? What you got on there?
Oh, YouTube's actually quite interesting because I'm actually handling like three YouTube accounts, so I just keep switching around with them. But for the most part, I think it's actually kind of news because because even though the bots on Infotech are kind of autonomous, the news reporting bots, I do have to feed them the links from time to time. So it's just me following creators like Brian Tyler Cohen, like Hassan Abi, stuff like that, who because I feel like, especially in the news world, we can't trust news organizations anymore. I'd
No.
rather trust a person rather than an organization at this point. So that's why most of the bots on Infotech that gives news are not from organizations, but rather people, because people can make mistakes, but they're at least people. They're not chasing after making money. They're not chasing after the headlines that's gonna make the most number of clicks and views. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you with the news because that's nowadays the news is news entertainment. It's not real news.
yeah.
It's
And I feel like
ridiculous.
they just push all this anger content and this clickbaity content just because they get more views out of it.
And there's rarely an unbiased news source. Not
Yeah,
saying they're not out there, but I don't know of too many of them.
true.
They all like to blame somebody else. Oh man. So now you said originally from India.
Yeah, so I moved here about 2 years ago for uni, and that's around halfway through uni. We met up with some friends, and that's when we came up with the idea for the app. And it's also because we realized that the social media addiction is such a international, worldwide issue, from
Yeah.
even from the people in the most developing countries and Philippines and places like that to the most developed countries. Uh, the, Everywhere you see that people just want to spend their time getting nonsense.
Now, this might be a little bit of a intrusive joke, but or not a joke, a question. But now I recently had a coworker who was from Bangladesh, and he didn't take
Yeah.
kindly to the people from India. Is that common?
I guess so in some aspects, but also I feel like it's mostly a personal thing. I feel I've met people from all walks of life in every different nationality, and I feel like I've hated people from every single nationality, and I also love some people from every
Oh,
single nationality. So
that's how
I
I
feel like if you're
feel.
making a judgment on a person's character, you get to know them first rather than labeling their entire continent or state, country, whatever.
That's true. I mean, I agree. There's assholes of every religion, every race. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
I just found it funny. Well, not funny, kind of tragic in a way, but that there's so many people
Mm.
who are basically neighboring countries who hate each other.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to
And we
me.
probably relate to if you look long back into our genetics, we probably related at some point. So you're basically
Yeah,
hating your own family members.
yeah, because the country of Bangladesh is connected directly to you on the east coast, I think, or east side.
Northeast, yeah,
East,
yeah,
yeah. So it's like, come on, you guys are like one and the same. You guys are brothers, like
yeah.
Ireland and Scotland.
That's also not the best comparison to be making, but yeah,
They hate each other too for some reason.
they hate each other too at some points. Yeah.
I don't get it. I just wanted to
Yep.
know if that was an overarching theme that you've seen when you were living in that country or not.
Yeah, I feel like even more than just like different countries, I feel like there's a lot of hate between people in the same country based on religion, which like there's areas where one religion thrives and the other one's not even allowed, and I really don't get that. How would you justify hating somebody on just one aspect of their entire personality?
Yeah, I mean that isn't religion supposed to be preaching peace, right?
Yeah,
I think
I
every
feel like
religion
people have
does.
just changed the thing of religion to just suit whatever they want it to be at this point.
Yeah, I mean that seems to happen. So going from there, like, what was the biggest change you saw from going from India to the UK?
Honestly, a lot actually, but so obviously it's a little bit more developed country, and well, we have there's better infrastructure and stuff. But I think the main thing here is there's not that much social divide. So you can, and there is honestly, there is obviously the bourgeoisie, the rich, the super rich people,
Oh yeah,
but there's not that much difference from the middle, lower class, and more than that, I feel like people, maybe it's just the people I've interacted with, are more understanding of each other, more empathetic. Uh, and I feel like that's something that like everyone should actually understand that everyone is humans, and just because we were born in different circumstances doesn't change the fact that we're all human at the end.
I'm right. There's only one race that I'm concerned with, and that's the human race, my friend.
Yep.
But being over there in the UK, have you so far tried beans on toast for breakfast?
Oh, it's the food here is horrible. I can't lie. They have the most blandest food ever. I end up having to cook my food almost all the time. I have a lot of spices that I just have to put something on top, unless
Well,
everything's just inedible.
see, I've talked to a lot of people from the UK, and they defend a beans on toast wholeheartedly as a breakfast item.
Oh
And don't get
God.
me wrong, I like baked beans and I like toast, but that's not a breakfast food. That's maybe a lunch
Yeah, you
snack.
need and you probably need a few other items too. Maybe like some eggs and sausages
I
or
was about to
something to
say some
actually make it a
sausage or
meal.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, just beans on toast? What is this?
Oh God.
Eh, doesn't make sense to me. But they defend it. They defend it hard.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
so
also mashed peas. That's the thing here. Like people just eat mashed peas in cans, and you go even to the fair, they have like huge stalls that just sell different flavors of peas.
dude, I'll eat peas and mash them in my mouth. Thank you very much. That's what my teeth are for.
Yeah. No, it's also kind of a delicacy too. That's how they look at it. It's not like the kind of thing that you eat on the daily. It's something special to be celebrated, you know?
Mashed. Don't get me wrong, I like meat peas, but that's again, that's not a delicacy. You get them in a can for 98 cents at the grocery store. All you need is a fork, and you just press them. You're good. I guess in the UK I could open up a banging food truck.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, I'm somewhat of a cook. Speaking of cooking, but what kind of special skills or talents do you got besides
Well,
your clearly
draw.
career based skills and talents?
Well, as you can see, I draw quite a bit. That's
Yeah.
actually the cover of the book that I'm writing. So I also write a bit. And we also throw, I'm also a promoter, so we also throw raves and events here in Nottingham with some local DJs and
Hmm.
musicians and stuff. So, I mean, that's also kind of comes back to the idea of infotech that like a lot of people are spending a lot of time online. And even though infotech's kind of an app that gets you back online, I'd rather people go outside and experience the world and do stuff, you know?
Yeah, because like you said, it's trying to get away from the doom scrolling thing and actually learning and experiencing rather than just droning.
Yeah. Yeah, and also if you look at the Infotix logo, it's actually a broken infinity symbol because the idea is on every video you actually have a link to a news article. So when you find a video that you really are interested in, you click on the news article, you end up reading, and it breaks the cycle of, the infinite scrolling. So the
Ah,
idea is to give people a way to get out of the loop rather than anything else.
so there's some intelligent design with the logo even. That's some good shit right there. Well, you're mentioning music that you produce raves or help do production or whatever for that.
Yeah.
What was your first concert that you ever went to?
First concert.
Yeah,
That's an interesting one. I
it
think the
could.
first one have to be back in college when we actually so we have this huge college event and the students are the ones that basically run it. It's called Al Charinga. It's in the Northeast in IIT Guwahati. So and I think for the first time we actually got a really good international talent. He's called Ritwiz. He's from India, but he basically produces music that's a fusion of Indian and Western music, and he was honestly a huge deal. And basically, we got a sponsorship from Red Bull, and they invited him over. And I think
Yeah.
honestly, that was my first real concert, and it was also great because even though that was in my first year, we had helped make some of the props and stuff, so we did get some kind of backstage access, the front row access. So it was great being a part of the of something that you created and seeing it come true for the first time.
That is pretty cool. Having some hand in it and still being able to experience it without having to sit in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. All right, so sticking with the music thing, if you had to sing karaoke at a bar right now, I'm not asking you to sing. You don't have to. If you want, you can. But if you had to do karaoke, what kind of song? What is the song that you would choose?
Oh, anything from Red Hot Chili Peppers or Green Day. Green Day is my top go-to band for
Really? Okay.
what would you say? What would your answer to that be? I'm just curious.
Well, because of my I have a slightly lower voice than for Green Day, I would go something like "House of the Rising Sun" by the Animals, or maybe some Johnny Cash.
Oh, Johnny Cash is beautiful.
Just because I don't have much range. I'm a musical man. Like I play guitar and a little bit of
Yeah.
keyboard and whatnot, but I can physically sing. I don't sound good when I sing. So my range is very limited to a small block.
Yeah. Well, once you get a few drinks inside, you'll start increasing the range.
Oh no, I mean I can try it. I'm not gonna sound good and I'll still do it. You'll hear me missing every note. I mean, it's always terrible to hear somebody who can't nail a song. But what is something that pisses you off? Like something that's like maybe irrational. Like for me, the wind.
Hmm.
Heavy winds piss me off. I don't know why.
Um,
They're just in the way. It's an
what?
annoyance.
Um, so I guess okay, maybe this may hurt some people, but people that gossip, honestly, like I mean, I get why you're doing it, but yeah, especially when you're out with friends and that's the only thing they want to talk about is just blah blah blah, and you're just trying to drone it all out. And in the middle of that, there's someone asking you, "Oh, do you agree?" And you're just like, "Yeah, sure, yeah," and you have no context of what happened before that.
Oh yeah, no, that pisses me off too. I hear a lot of that shit at work. A lot of people that are
Do
working
you
at
work in
desks.
music?
No, I do manufacturing of lithium batteries.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
either way, a bunch of people working at different stations. They're all either side by side or face to face. That's all they do is yap, yap, yap about other people that aren't around them. And I'm like, dude, why are you always talking shit behind people's backs?
Yeah, and you know for a fact the second you leave, you're going to be the object of conversation.
Exactly. Now, genuinely, they can talk as much shit about me, and that doesn't affect me. But I just hate having to hear it. It's like, dude, I come here to
Yeah.
work, not listen to you dumb bitches. That's why I got to put on the filter at work. I don't know. Have you ever had to do that? Keep a good filter. I mean, you seem like a pretty polite person, so I don't think you have a nasty side or that nasty of a side to you. Could be wrong.
Oh, well, not the kind of filter that you're talking about, but definitely when I talk to my devs or when I talk to people that I've hired, obviously I need to act a little bit more professional, a little bit more stronger, a little bit more angrier, because if they make some because honestly I'm a really fun guy to be around, but if I act like this to everybody, they're not gonna respect me, they're not gonna finish their work on time. So I think definitely not my coworkers, but at least the people underneath me, they have a different perception of me.
No, I get that. Yeah, because if you're too nice of a boss or manager, people walk over you and take advantage of you. But you don't want to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Yep, I've had that. I've seen that. That's one of the. Have you ever, speaking of this, have you ever yelled at a manager or a boss?
Definitely not at a boss, honestly. That's not the kind of person I am. Uh, yeah, but I may have yelled at people underneath me for sure at some points, and definitely not proud of it.
You always just punch down. You never punched up.
If you punch up, you get punched back.
Usually, I've done that once with one job, a couple times, and again, that guy was too nice of a manager, and that's why I was able to yell at him as a worker. He's a good man. Shout out Marcio. uh, all right, man. So you mentioned that you like obviously you're somewhat into American culture as well, like with Green Day and whatnot. What would you
hmm
say your favorite like TV show or movies are? Have you been binging anything, or you have some one of your like like favorite of all times?
Personally, I'm an animation kind of guy, and best show of all time, Cowboy Bebop. Maybe it's an
Okay.
anime, but it is the best show ever to exist. I keep binging it from time to time, honestly, and it keeps leaving a different mark on me.
So you would say it's a well written show.
Oh, amazingly well written. I feel a lot of animes are really well written, and they're not given the praise they deserve.
Yeah, like I always wanted to get into animes when I was a kid. Now, because I'm 30 years old, I grew up with
Yeah.
watching anime through Adult Swim's Toonami. So I had to stay up till midnight about to watch any of them. I never consistently watched them, so I never got into them, but I wanted to.
Yeah, yeah. You should definitely try Cowboy Bebop. It's just a single season, so it doesn't get you stuck in for the
Yeah,
entirety of days and hours.
a
But yeah,
one season
it's
anime?
yeah, it's an anime, but it's not. It just has one season, and it's really it's really compact and well written, honestly.
Damn.
Unlike a few other animes.
Yeah, because I tried to get into the Naruto and One Piece and Full Metal
So
Alchemist.
you literally got the biggest animes out there, honestly, with the most number of episodes.
Yeah, I caught like a dozen of each and fell out.
Yeah,
And the Dragon Ball from back in the day, but couldn't get into
yeah.
it.
Everyone loves back a bit. Yeah,
You miss one episode and you're like, I am lost. It's like there's been 10
yeah.
storylines since then. I mean, I do like, now I'm more of a fan of like animated show, like animated comedy shows. I don't know how you feel about them.
Have you watched the new Adult Swim show? The Cure to what's it called? The Mushroom one. I forgot the name of the show though. The Cure to Wellness or something.
No, I haven't. I don't have actually any TV service anymore, so I don't really watch cable networks.
Oh, shame.
I mean, I can stream it,
I
but
think you just pirate it from some of the websites.
yeah,
Honestly, at
that's
this
what I
point.
do. Shout out, fuck you, Comcast. But yeah, no, there's one thing I want to shout out because it's not an anime, it's an animated show. But have you ever heard of the show Venture Brothers?
I've heard of it, yeah.
I think you would appreciate that. It's one of the most well written shows. First season's a little rough because they went old school comic style, but after that, they get super deep in. Too many references in every episode for people to get. If you have a keen
Yeah,
eye
I'll
and you
definitely
like
check it out.
rewatch, if you like you said, and keep Cowboy Bebop rewatching and learning and getting a new experience, this show is the king of that.
Hmm.
Well,
That's cool. I'll check it out for sure.
all right, man. So let's go with a little what would you say is your biggest fear? Like
Uh,
it could be like an irrational fear, like something stupid, or it could be like a serious fear, like death, or maybe potatoes. You're scared of spuds or something.
I'd say maggots. I
Ooh.
really hate how they look and how they squirm, especially here during the summer. You get them everywhere, and they just keep trying to get indoors. And we have dogs here, so they attract them, and you just see them squirming on the floor, and you just don't want to even touch it because they look wet and gross.
Yeah, that's exactly when my mom never ate rice. She thought it looked like little maggots. Oh man. Yeah, no, maggots are something to be kind of scared. I think they can carry disease. I think they can't be clean. They can't be.
Yeah,
Uh, no, you have a. Would you say you have any sort of like very well remembered childhood memories or anything that you remember always that you're gonna hold on to as a kid?
um, I feel like one of the oldest memories I've had was just climbing this one huge tree in our backyard, and like I've always wanted to climb it on all the way to the top. I was like 7 or 8 years old at that point, and the first time I actually climbed up, and I realized I could not get down, and I
Oh
think I
boy.
was up there for like 20 minutes just yelling for my parents. Until I think one of the neighbors or someone came and even they couldn't climb up honestly because they were scared they would snap the branches, so they were just trying to guide me down by telling me where to step, and oh, if you fall I'll catch you. And I couldn't even like fall because I was too scared, like you're not gonna catch me.
Yeah, you're gonna hit a
You
bunch of
let me
branches and pinball around.
fall. Yeah, I didn't trust them at all. Yeah.
Oh, so I have a slightly different memory with trees. I used to, when I was like 12, 13, used to climb up in the tree in my front yard and smoke cigarettes.
That
I would
seems like a good spot.
steal cigarettes from my mom, climb up like about 20 feet in a tree, and just there was a nice layer of branches that you could lay down on because they were all the same height. So I could just lay
Yeah.
down, smoke a cigarette, and just chill. It's a pretty nice time. All right, so you said that you really like going back a little bit to music. You're a fan of Green Day and whatnot. Well, what are your like top bands?
Well, Green Day is definitely on there. Red Hot Chili Peppers definitely one of the top five. Gorillaz, uh,
Is that okay?
and I do like a little bit of jazz from now and then. So if you know David Baptiste, he's the
Yeah,
guy who
David
wrote the music
Baptiste.
for
He's
Soul.
really
Yeah,
he uses the Honer a lot. He uses the Honer
yeah, the sax.
melodica slash airboard.
Yeah, he's amazing. Like some of his music, especially because even though it is kind of jazzy, he does mix it up with more modern styles.
Oh yeah,
So
he's good.
yeah, I really love him.
Fucking yeah, no man, that's really cool. And I remember when I first saw that guy, I was like, wait a minute, I've seen that instrument before. And then you look back and you're like, you know what? Not that many people use the melodica.
Oh, also shout out Jack Black. Honestly,
Jack
one
Black.
of the best, yeah, one of the best people ever.
Oh yeah, I actually just about 30 minutes ago, or maybe 45 minutes ago, showed my girlfriend a picture of Jack Black from 1998. He looked
He looks
like
pretty much the same on it.
No, he looked like Pyle from fucking Full Metal Jacket.
Oh shit. I've honestly not seen any of his older pictures. I have to check that out.
Short buzz cut, just chubby face. He did not look like the Jables we know and love.
Oh god.
Oh man. So you said you were a fan of Gorillaz. How'd you feel about Blur?
Blur is interesting, honestly, like because a few of my friends have introduced me to them, but the music's kind of hit and miss to me. Like I do love some of their songs, but yeah.
Same. I just know it's the same guy who worked in Gorillaz that was the singer of Blur.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blur had some good hits. Coffee and TV, Beetle Bum, stuff like that. Song 2, obviously. But
Yeah.
yeah, they started get it seemed like they went electric a little. They went a little more like dance pop.
Yeah. Kind of different from what Gorillaz used to do, so
Oh yeah, a lot different than like a downbeat hip hop shit.
yeah.
All right, man. So, being from both India and the UK, what are like some commonly used slang terms that you guys have?
Oh, okay. So in India, there's this one thing that I had a phase of. It's basically bro, but in South Indian slang, it's called macha.
Matcha.
And you just add it in. You just add it in the end of every sentence, and it still works somehow. It's like bro or dude. Like, what are you saying, dude? Like, yeah, you just swap that out with macha. So that's one from India for sure, and. I think here in the UK, there's so many, honestly. But I feel like maybe this is just the kind of people I hang out with, but they say my guy a lot.
My guy, it's like my guy.
My guy, yeah. Uh,
Have people over in the
yeah, there's definitely a
UK?
lot of interesting slang.
Have people in the UK been using the slang bruv?
What? I didn't catch that.
Have they used the slang term bruv, like BRUV, like
Oh yeah,
brother?
I think that's a little bit more in the African side of it, but yeah, bruv is definitely something that yeah. I feel like especially in the UK there's so many different cultures. So depending on like which group of people that you're meeting, they have completely different way of talking. And sometimes I don't even catch what they're saying because the slang and their accents are so different.
Yeah. Like if you talk to somebody from what south is Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
And then you talk to a Geordie way up north, they're gonna sound completely
Oh, I
different.
can't even. Yeah, I can't even catch most of the Scottish accent. I traveled to Scotland, and almost half the time I had to ask everyone to repeat what they were saying.
Oh yeah, if somebody's talking in a real Glasgow accent, good luck.
Yeah.
I've talked to one and I told him,
Sometimes
hey,
you wonder if it's still English or not.
and I asked him, I said, hey, can you say this sentence, in the classic Glasgow terminologies? I said, can you tell me I'm going down to the pub or the bar to get a drink with my friends? And what he spit out was basically just, oh yeah, dripping a dram, I did it. The fuck was
Oh,
that?
that was so accurate, though. Yeah, that is exactly how they sound.
All I caught was dripping a dram. And I'm like, okay. He was able to do a California accent somehow.
I feel like American accents a bit easier than the ones in the UK, at least for sure.
Oh, probably. I mean, not right now, but I usually speak with a Boston accent because I'm from the Massachusetts area. So I'll fucking
Hmm.
sound like a trash bag, kid. It's fucking wicked awesome, south of Boston. Credit card, shopping cart, park the car. That can't be that hard. Or had. But yeah, I feel like the southern accent is the most made fun of for the United States accents.
Yeah, I feel like especially with all your movies, your accents are just way too overblown, especially because I've been to the US and not a lot of people speak that way.
No, it's really hit or miss. Some people have heavy accents, but most don't. You run
Yeah.
into certain, like I said, I'm from like a south in Boston area, and you find a lot of people who have it. When I get a little intoxicated or I get excited, yeah, the fucking accent will come out a little bit. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. But for the most part, I'll talk normal, but it'll fucking happen.
Yeah.
Um, shit. So speak of the slang terms, or different kind of slang here. What would you use as your slang term for money? Like, are we talking moolah, De Niro, dough, cash, cheddar, fatbacks, green stacks?
Uh, I think here it's just pounds because
You guys don't have any slang terms?
not really honestly. In the UK, especially for money, I don't really think there's much of a slang term, which is weird if I now that I think of it.
All right. Well, I know there's got to be a slang term for this in the UK or probably India too. Of what's your slang term for urination? You know, you're taking a piss, you're taking a leak, you're taking a whiz, you're
Yeah,
taking a waz.
taking a piss. Taking a piss is definitely something that people say here. And weird thing that's been catching on really, I think because of TikTok, is a lot of girls start saying "Go piss, girl," yeah, it's just like, and now even guys have started saying it to other guys. I
That's
think it's
good.
just turned into a thing at this point.
Yeah. All right. Well, how about a slang term for a bowel movement? You taking a shit, you taking a poop, a crap, a dump. You know, you're making a
A
mess, you're
dump,
having a
yeah,
push, bringing the Browns to
definitely
the
taking a
Super
dump
Bowl,
is
dropping the
up
kids
there.
off
Yeah,
at the pool,
dropping a deuce.
dropping a deuce. I forgot about deuce. Now this one's gonna be weird because you're from India, but you're in the UK for a while. What about the slang term for masturbation? Huh? You wanking it? You fapping it? Jerking off? Playing some
Uh,
pocket pool or some pocket snooker? Um,
uh,
handing out brochures,
wanking.
feeding the geese?
I think, especially in the UK, wanking it is definitely a thing here.
Yeah, because fap is the old one, right? That's like the old
Yeah.
timey. It's always just fun to see where people come out on those. 'Cause you never know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you seem like, again, you seem like a pretty friendly guy. You ever been in a physical fight?
A few times. But honestly, I never instigated a fight, if that's to say anything. But I've definitely been in the middle of one or two.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like,
And
yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
talking
really,
about like family members scuffle. I'm talking about like a real.
yeah, real getting hurt kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I do get hurt now and then, but this wasn't a fight. It's just a skateboarding accident.
I was about to say that
But
that
yeah,
looks exactly like a road rash from either eating it on in my case, a Razor scooter, or a skateboard.
yeah. But I feel like most of the time, as long as I have my skateboard out with me, I feel quite confident. I mean, if anyone, there's a lot of knife crime here, especially in Nottingham. I think it's like the second highest. But I've never faced any myself because I feel like walking around with a skateboard, I have like the biggest knife with me. No one's coming up with a tiny little knife trying to stab me when I can just swing my skateboard and get like an arc on their face.
Oh yeah, you get a good hand on those trucks, and you got a good weapon there.
Yeah.
You got a little gauntlet. Plus, that's what better to block with? You have a whole fucking board.
Yeah. And you got a huge range too. I mean, comparatively, I mean, the one work in the US is everyone has guns, but
Not everybody, but most of them. And all of the crazy people who shouldn't have guns have guns. That's what you got to remember. I don't know how, but they do. Oh man. So like, I mean, what kind of conspiracy theories have you ever gotten into? You get into them at all? Whether the government,
uh,
aliens, religious, doesn't like anything like that.
well, not really conspiracy theories, but actual realistic conspiracy. Do you know basically like the idea of people having children and creating families was to stop people from rioting and like basically the introduction of having family systems is something that happened the last 200 years because not even 200 years like it's kind of a new concept like having like genetic, having a good family structure, And I think the main reason for that is basically because if you're more concerned for your family, you're less likely to go against what the government wants to do. Because you're less likely to go be a part of a protest, be violent if you have kids to look after and stuff. And the less the government does to actually provide childcare and support for what happens after a parent dies to your kids, because you don't know what's going to happen in case you get put into jail or something. So you have to take care of the kids. So the only people that actually gets to the streets are people who are childless and who do not really have much of a family structure. But I don't know. Is that a theory, conspiracy theory? Is the government actually doing this? Is this a historical thing? I don't know.
I mean, it could be because I'm pretty sure the government introduced the theory of the nuclear family back in the 50s.
Yeah.
Of mother,
Yeah.
father, mother, son, daughter kind of thing.
Yeah.
They were
And
the
also,
ones.
if you had larger family groups, then obviously you'd make sure that, okay, a brother or someone would take care of your kids in case you got killed or injured or taken away by the cops for being in a protest or something. So
I don't know.
that doesn't exist.
I feel like the Latins have been doing that for a long time, though. They've been repopulating like
Yeah.
motherfuckers. It's typical, you get 16 grandchildren. I can say that I'm Puerto Rican. I think the lads are doing it well.
Yep.
Man, do you collect anything? Do you have anything that you collect that's odd, maybe like something that you don't think the everyday person would collect, like maybe stamps, bugs, fucking like maybe old shot bottle, like shot glasses or something like that.
I steal glasses from pubs. I have one of every single drink that exists that they sell here.
That's actually not even on like the thing I wrote down. That's actually a question from my binder thing. Is if you've ever stolen glassware or silverware from a restaurant. And you're the second person
Yeah,
in the UK I've talked to this week who steals fucking glasses from pubs.
I mean, they look good. And you can't actually buy them, and
The branded.
it works. Yeah, and it makes perfect drink when you have that drink. You have to pour it into a glass that has a brand on it.
So what's your go-to drink?
Oh, that's interesting. So I actually had my first pint of Guinness after coming here, and it's really hit or miss drink, but I kind of like it on some days. It's a really flavorful drink. Let's leave it at that. But I think my go-to is just gonna be a nice vodka lemonade.
Hey, a man from my heart, man. that's my daily drink. Fucking right now,
Can't go wrong with that. Put some cranberry in the base of the lemonade, and it gets it's perfect for summer.
oh yeah, I mean, for the purposes of the podcast, this is all for entertainment purposes. This is not alcohol, but this is actually vodka and Sunny D. Um,
Yeah, neither is this.
Again, this is all performance. All the smoking you see is fake, YouTube. This is all performance art.
Yep.
All you gotta
There's
do is
definitely no nicotine.
you just do the Trump hands and you say things and then they're fake. That's what
Yep.
that's how you do in America. All right, man. Now I assume in India they don't have strip clubs at all. In the UK, have you ever been to a strip club?
By accident.
By accident.
Oh God. Okay, so I was traveling to a
Thought you were
place
going out for a nice
in
business
Scotland.
lunch.
No. I was doing a solo trip to Scotland, and I wanted to go to the northernmost point, and it wasn't really a town or anything, and it's a place called Aberdeen, and
I've heard of it.
it's basically just like an oil refinery town basically. So I was just like, I need something to do tonight. I'm gonna just search for club. Oh, there's a club that's literally like half a mile from here. I might as well go there. I mean, there was a huge bouncer guy in the door. He's like, ID. I'm like, oh, fine, maybe it's a little high class establishment. Go in there, and yeah, A 5 minute, like 5 seconds later, I just turned around like wrong kind of club. Oops. But yeah, apparently it was like since it's just oil tech and like old people there, like there's basically no clubs, and all the clubs that they say as clubs are just strip clubs in disguise.
I can only imagine the accent on a Scottish stripper.
Oh God.
I don't want to get it yelled "Oi!" at all. Fucking-
Oh, and that same night, I actually went to the casino because there's literally no clubs there, so the only thing open that late was a casino. And I'm like, oh, where's the toilets? Yeah, and then they're like down the hall, and I go to the toilets, and I kid you not, there's like across from the toilets is another like a strip club inside the casino, and
yeah,
I see a guy getting a lap dance, and I'm like, I need to look at this every time I need to take a piss.
dude,
Uh,
that's insane. I didn't realize that the Scottish got around like that. Oh man. All right, so I didn't even ask you. How old are you?
I'm 23 now.
I was gonna say you got to be in your early to mid 20s was my guess. But so you ever video game at all?
Oh, I just finished Death Stranding, honestly,
Death
just a couple
Stranding.
of days ago.
So the
Yeah.
walking simulator, right?
Oh, I can't lie. I kind of at the last chapter, I kind of just I was like, I'm not spending an hour going from literally the last point of the map back to the first, just walking all the way. So I just like Google what the ending was and watch someone else play through it. I played like 90% of it, but
So
there is one really long like episode near the end where it's just going from the end of the game back to literally the start of the game.
fuck that. Those sons
Yeah.
of bitches.
Yeah.
Oh, that is horrible. That is like literally the last thing you want. Because I feel like that game was everybody who played any sort of like Elder Scrolls or Bethesda game where you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
there's a mountain range. I can just hop over it, right? And then you spend more time trying to get over it than around it. That
Yeah.
game seemed like the epitome of all of those games combined. There's, I can do
Yeah.
this, right? You start walking up and you slip down and then you lose like half your shit or your shit breaks or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that game. I mean, don't get. I would still play it, but it would frustrate me to no end.
Oh, also a shout out to Dishonored, one of the best games ever made.
I was gonna ask you, what is your favorite game, either single game or game series or franchise?
Oh well, like I said, Dishonored is one of the best ever. I mean, there's only two games to that, but Bethesda, come on, they can't miss. Honestly, every single game from
No,
them is just beautiful.
it is. They do a good job, in my opinion.
Yeah. Also, the Witcher series, another
Oof.
beautiful.
I only played The Witcher 3.
Yeah, I mean the one Witcher 2 is also fine, honestly, but yeah, the first one's kind of dated at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the because I know Bethesda didn't have a hand in it, but the Red Dead series, like
Yeah.
even dating back, because
What about Cyber?
I didn't try Cyberpunk. I never tried it.
Oh, you gotta try that. Honestly, you'd love it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when it first came out, I was like, well, I'm gonna wait for all the bugs to get worked out. And I don't know if they even worked that all out.
Yeah, I think now it's pretty good, honestly. At least on PC it is.
So, like, what have you been gaming on lately?
Just finished Death Stranding. Gonna start Death Stranding 2 because I wanted to get a refresher on the story. So yeah, hopefully I'll get started on that soon.
All right, never. You've always been like a solo player, doing
Oh yeah, I
campaigns.
hate multiplayer. I am just horrible at every multiplayer game ever existed.
Yeah, it can be a sweaty landscape.
Yeah.
Yeah, certain games. I mean, I'm 30, so I started back in the day with Counter Strike and stuff, and everywhere from there just got sweatier and sweatier.
Yeah, I remember having Counter-Strike lobbies with my friend, and I used to always be the guy dragging the rest of the team down.
Yep, you just get killed instantly, and you're just waiting there, and then you can't even afford a rifle. You're just like, all I can get is the pistol.
Yeah, and then you spawn, and then 5 seconds later you're dead again.
They can't even make money. You're just sitting there spawning, guys. I have no ammo. I can't even buy ammo. Fuck me.
You're just going there with a single knife, just like trying to stab people because that's the only thing you can do at the end.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, you do run faster with a knife. So you see every pro player, they pull out the knife instantly. Oh, man. So let's see what else we got here. Oh, how about this? I'm going to go with a ridiculous one here. When's the last time you pissed in a bottle?
Hmm. I honestly don't think I ever had the need to do that because there's plenty of trees and honestly, like, why wouldn't you piss in nature when like I pissed on a guy's yard?
Well, I mean, you've never been on a long road trip or just been too lazy and drunk to get up.
Oh, if I'm ever on a road trip, I'm always on my motorcycle, so and so I just stop by at the side and just take a piss.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Oh, but one interesting story about that is I was again, this was my trip to Scotland, and this was in December, and it was so cold, honestly, that I may have like had a tiny bit of piss from my like just on my pant or something, and it turned into an icicle inside my pants. Or like just imagine an icicle on your crotch inside your underwear. I literally had to stop on the side and literally change my fucking underwear because otherwise I was just gonna get crotch bite or something.
Yeah, yeah, and I know exactly that feeling. I've done that working outside. You try to take a piss, you got to pull down 3 layers, and by the time you pull it
Yeah,
in, now some of those layers are a little wet.
yeah.
Oh man. All right, well, we're getting close to the end here, but let me ask you a question of how about this? Let's say you're on death row. You have a last meal, appetizer, entree, dessert, and a beverage to go with it all. How are you ending your life with this food?
All right, appetizer. I'm just gonna go with like a really nice grilled shrimp or something, just like barbecue shrimp. Main course, I'm having a huge steak, nothing else, just as much steak as they can give me,
Now,
like
how
nicely roasted.
how are you cooking it? How are you having the steak cooked? How do you have your
Uh,
temperature, if you will?
Medium well, yeah, medium well done, hopefully.
Medium well. Ooh, that's outside of the range I deem acceptable, but all right.
And I think dessert's gonna be the hardest one, honestly. Uh, Maybe like vanilla ice cream and a really thick chocolate cake, like the one that's just gushing with like liquid inside.
Okay. All right, yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, a lot of people they seem to go pretty much similar. A lot of people go filet mignon for their entree. Nice good steak. How about this? This might be a little cross culture, but have you ever cupped a farted in your hand, and thrown it at your friend's face?
Yeah, I do not. I think you get punched in the face if you do that to anyone here.
Yeah, but they're dealing with a chemical weapons attack. You're fine. They're subdued.
I'm definitely gonna try it now that you told me.
Yeah, over here we call that a
I think that's a,
cupcake.
I think that's definitely an American thing, honestly.
Because
I've not seen that
you
TikTok.
ask what you do is you ask somebody if they want a cupcake, and they say, "Wait, you have a cupcake?" And then you fart in your hand and cupcake.
I'm definitely gonna use that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that.
I wonder why.
So, like, have you ever done pranks on your friends or ever fucked with your buddies at all?
Yeah, no, plenty of times, honestly. I think one of my mates, especially, I keep telling them that I'm in a different pub from where I really am, and I make him walk. And when he's there, he's just like, "Where are you? Where are you?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm the wrong place," and I do that constantly.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. So I don't know if a buddy was fucking with me or not. Back in the day, we went to a local, pretty big city around us. I don't know if you know the state Rhode Island.
Yeah, I do.
We went to Providence, Rhode Island, to bar hop. We went to one bar to start, which was an arcade. So we sat there for a while, played some games because it's free. You pay the cover charge, you get drinks, and you play all the games for free. It's a great time. So we start walking around to go to another bar, and he goes, "Oh, I know this place called the G Spot." So turns out I'm Googling G Spot on my phone. You know what that's going to turn up. We're walking
Yeah.
by people. We're already shit faced. I'm asking random strangers, "Hey, do you know where the G Spot is?" Turns out it's called the Jeep Hub. It's not even the G
Oh,
Spot.
shit.
We walked around for like an hour, me just like frantically Googling G Spot and asking people, "Hey, do you know where the G Spot is?" I don't know if he was fucking with me because I don't think he knew either. But
I feel like he might have actually misheard that himself.
yeah, because he didn't know. He was like, "It's called the G something. I think it's the G Spot." Because granted, it is a big G in a circle. So it kind of looks like a spot, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was like, "You motherfucker." I'm walking around asking people drunk as shit where the G spot is. They think I'm pranking them or something. Oh, shit. All right, man. Well, let's see. I know I got at least one more here for you. Well, we'll see what we got on here. You ever been a part of an orgy?
Not my thing. I've been asked to be in one, but honestly, not my thing.
All right. You ever been to a psychic? Like a tarot
I do not
reading,
believe.
palm reading?
There was this one chick at one of these house parties. She brought out a bunch of tarot cards. Honestly, I do not believe in that stuff. But the things she told me was really, it really close to home at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but also,
weird,
I mean,
right?
I feel like yeah, but again, what they do is like they get like really common stuff that could be happening to a lot of people. So yeah,
Yeah, a lot of things that it's somewhat what they call cold reading in a way, but
yeah,
I don't know, man. It's just like religion and all this other shit. We don't know. We can't prove it. How the fuck do we know what's actually happening?
that's true.
But yeah, no, that's always funny. There's always that one. There's one chick at the party that I'm a witch. You're like, okay, okay.
Exactly.
All right, I think we're probably gonna end it with this question of when's the last time you pooped your pants?
Um, that's a good question. Okay, this is actually kind of sad though. I was at the club and I really felt like it wasn't even a good club. I went to the toilet there. It was stanky, and I was like, you know what? My house isn't that far away. I think I can hold it. I kid you not. I made it to the front door, opened it. I was walking up the stairs. Literally, I could see the toilet in my peripheral vision and dropped the deuce right there.
Yep.
I mean, I'm glad it was close enough that I could clean up after, but honestly, it was just like 5 more seconds, if I could just hold it in.
Oh yeah. Everybody's
Yeah.
had to deal with the buzzer beater situation. See, now so many people will not admit to, as an adult, pooping their pants. I don't know what the problem is. Everybody's done it. Sometimes you're hungover and you sneeze too hard. It happens.
Yep.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna end it there. Well, Manu, it was great talking to you, man.
Yeah,
Fucking,
likewise, Jelly.
well, let the fans know if you have any last remarks, any sort of advice to give them, and then you can throw out all your socials and anything you got going on.
Yeah, so I think the last thing I want to end on is just like experience life, the world is out there, not in your computer, so stop doom scrolling on social media and stuff. Stop wasting your time. Go shit your pants. Go give someone a cupcake. Do stuff like that. And if you are going to be spending time on social media, use it on Infotech so you actually get a little bit smarter while you're doom scrolling. So I think that's about it. You can follow Infotech on Infotech Fam. I make daily videos, update videos on there, and you can join our Discord and vote for what creators you want to be, what changes you want, and yeah, just be a part of the community if that's something that you're interested in.
All right. Well, you heard him, guys. Give your friend a cupcake and shit your pants. Some wise words from a wise man. And we'll see you on the next episode of Jammed Up with Jelly. Thank you all the viewers. Thank you all the listeners. You'll find all of his information in the description. So please go follow him. He's a great man. He has some great words of wisdom.